What's going on, everybody? Today we're kicking back into Endzone. We're working on this tutorial, which, good lord, seems to be some of the most intense and just detailed for any long tutorial that I think I've ever done in a game before. We're kicking back in here. Looks like it's nighttime when we got back in. We had a couple of objectives we were working on, trying to build wells, which I remember I built a couple of them last time, but we were still waiting on masks to get prepared. So let's go ahead and check on that real quick. Let's see, looks like we have one sort of starting to get built, or maybe waiting to be built here. Let's see if we can speed that up. I think, let's see, we just need, looks like paper towels and clouds, which, we have paper towels. I'm not seeing clouds on the oh, they're 68. Yeah, so we should have both of those. Yeah, it's building now, so. We get them working on that, and let's see what else. We need daytime, so it's a little easier to see what's going on here. A bunch of people. So, what I actually want to do real quick, since it seems like we're not say overpopulated, but we have a lot going on. So I'm gonna assign a couple of these guys to some other stuff. Just for the time being, I want to.
Continuously taking steps towards being better and better equipped to be able to survive in this hostile environment. Filtered water is a precious asset, and later on we can even use it to irrigate our fields. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Not only our water can become a hazard for our settlers due to radiation, our food can too. We ought to erect a decontamination post to prevent settlers from eating meals that are contaminated with radiation.
Maybe don't want that. We've seen what happens in Fallout. Okay, so I guess for the time being, we need to build a decon site here. So I'm assuming it's all regional based on where you build it. So we want to keep our water supply, probably whatever else we have over here. I don't want to build it right near the starting point if I can help it, I think, but for sure we need to keep our water and our food probably important, so maybe better if we do actually kind of stick it over here for the time being. Let's see if we can get just on the edge here of what's going on. Kind of center that for the time being, I guess. Let's see what else. So working on that, we do need to get a decon guy here. And let's see, we have a bunch of food there, a little bit of extra there. Okay, still building our masks. We're working on that. Not what I was looking for. I think we need to build some more houses. See if we can upgrade our town a little bit here, get some more people. Seems like that seems to be a bit of a sticking point. Oh, we got a couple houses built there. Built one right here, which just seems to be blocking. Something's in the way. I think maybe scrap needs to go. Location attractiveness 0. I don't want to live in the middle of the forest, huh? Is it any better if you have lakefront property? Not really? Okay. Well, for the time being then, we're going to bump some of these over here. A couple more houses. Up there. It's like we have a big, oh, this is the big walkway gap. One that was driving me nuts before. Those might be a little further away too. But at least that gets us moving in the right direction.
The decontamination post is going to supply all buildings that stockpile food and are located in its working area in order to purify the food that has been affected by radiation.
Okay, so it supplies to buildings.
We should never forget that even when we optimally prepare and protect ourselves, we're still going to lose friends and members of our family time and again. We're going to mourn them, come what may. But if we're able to bury them in a cemetery, then we'll get over the pain and let them rest in peace.
Well, I mean, if we leave Grandpa laying in the extra bedroom there, it might be a little kind of creepy and hard to get over it. Understandable. So I'm gonna put cemetery kind of out of outskirts of town. This seems like a good place. Kind of by the water, kind of the mountains, kind of protected, I guess. Maybe I was way overthinking it, but oh, there's a bunch of my orchards out here. Well, that's not too bad. We have a bunch of orchards by the cemetery, and we can build around them. Hopefully, the decomposing bodies aren't going to contaminate the food. But I mean, let's be honest. If body breaks down, it's probably gonna be a bunch of fertilizers. So, let's see. I need to hire a mortician as well. Hey, somebody to cut up the bodies. Takes care of deading bodies. Okay. So they're working on that. Let's see what else I need to get done here. Tell me I need to build additional houses or shelters. Storage capacity. So I might need to make another tailor then, from the sounds of it. Because no one's making extra stuff. Oh, I just built right around it, didn't I? Well, first things first. Let's see about making what I need to store here. So I got some fields, orchards, water. Maybe another, let's see, 28 versus 50 double power consumption. I guess I can build it without having to upgrade. I can just do a direct build from the sounds of it. So maybe I can put one over here. And it keeps talking about storage.
Okay. The cemetery will help us to quickly get a hold on ourselves and focus on the tasks that lie ahead. It's not a pleasant thought, but that's the way things are. At the very least, we're pioneers, aren't we? Maybe we ought to distract ourselves to lighten up the mood.
Distract ourselves, okay.
We can erect a number of buildings to increase confidence in our settlement, including, for example, a campfire or a pub. In this situation, however, our best option would probably be to upgrade our town center. Settlers can visit the new town center, and by doing so, increase their confidence for a while.
Alright, understood. So apparently I can turn this into from an RV or bus into a mobile home, put it up on blocks. That's cool. Guess.
Very good. The new town center not only gives us more
good.
space, at the same time, it functions just like a campfire too. Settlers can visit the new town center, and by doing so, increase their confidence for a while. Now that we have made efforts to ensure the spiritual well-being of our settlers, we ought to attend to their physical health as well.
Guessing probably need a hospital or something.
Settlers can get sick from time to time. Settlers who have become infected with a disease can die from it if they're not treated. Settlers will go to a medical facility to have themselves treated and will be admitted there, provided that beds are still available. We ought to ensure our settlers' medical health care.
Alright, that sounds good. I would think I would focus on that before I did schools and a bunch of stuff too. But I guess everybody has their own ideas of what's necessary. I'm gonna try and line this up. Ooh. This right here. Then let's see. Need some medics. They're clearly important. I'm gonna put 2 of those. I'm assuming I'm probably gonna need more of those later. And then medicine produce, which like maybe that's what that does. Okay, but it gives me more storage. There's something that my tasks up here were telling me I needed. Oh, another tailoring thing was something I needed as well. Well, okay. Tailor shop. Maybe if I put swap this around here. Yep, okay. Put another tailor's shop there. And I guess make some more cabins. Still not ideal housing for sure from the looks of it. Scrapyards essentially, just people living in them. Showing me a lot of shows me a lot of bad stuff. Hazmat. That stuff. Radiation, that's the word I'm looking for. On these houses, which I'm assuming probably is going to make people sick or whatnot. So, it's probably not a terrible idea to make another decon post over by the houses. I don't know if this is necessary. Maybe I'm trying to think too far ahead, but I'm going to build one there just in case. I'm going to speed up time a little bit here. Maybe a lot for a minute here. Boop, 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 boop. Build stuff. People are dying more than they're... Huh, okay. Bunch of children, but people... Yeah, people are dying in general. But our population is still growing, which I'm sure is a good thing. We've got this built. I can't click it here. The trees are in the way? Yeah. Okay, so all the filtration... We'll turn that on, because I'm assuming that I'm going to need filter, otherwise we're going to get bad water, so... Leave that as such for now. Fishing hut here. He's doing pretty well. Let's see, another decon pot there. I need to speed this up a little bit. I have a bunch of stuff going on right now. Given like a half dozen buildings that need to build up, so let's see. We still have homeless people, no protective clothing. Oh yeah, that's right. I still haven't built that though. So once they get that built, showing we have houses now. That's good. Okay, and then storage capacity. Can I upgrade this again? No, not yet. So some inventory. I guess that means probably more storage for this stuff, I'm assuming. Alright. Those look mostly done now. Well, maybe I might... Oh yeah, I should be getting decon here, so I don't know why it's still showing radiation there. Got looks like one more house here. Got these two built. Yeah. So once these guys get done here, go ahead and move on to our next objective. I don't have build. Well, maybe I need more workers. Let's see. I have 22 people now, so let's get an extra fisher. Farmers would be good, although I don't really have a whole lot of places for them to farm at the moment. Maybe bump up a couple more builders that might help speed up the process. Extra teacher here. An extra decontaminator, especially since I have, excuse me, 2 buildings now. Might be a good idea. Ooh, excuse me. Alright. But medical facility is built now.
With this step, we have ensured the survival of the settlement for a while. Very good work. Since more and more children are being born these days, we should start to plan for the long term.
I already am.
While cabins are a good way to get settlers to start a family, they only provide limited space. This can quickly lead to people having to live on the street. Allow me to suggest to you that cabins be provided only in a very targeted manner in order to control the population growth of your settlement. Nothing is worse than not having enough resources to provide for everyone. We ought to build a shelter to be able to provide other inhabitants with a roof over their heads too.
Nope, I wanted to see what you were talking about. Okay, so shelter. I'm guessing, yeah, this looks like it's where they don't give birth. So this is basically housing for old people? Is this like doomsday version of the old man house. Okay, well, let's put this, I guess, next to the water, because, I mean, hey, if we're going to be dying anyway, or they're just infertile, I'm going to lose a bunch of trees there, but, guess we'll work on that. Actually, maybe I should just reassign, but I think I want to get a lodge over here. Put it up over in the trees, because we have a bunch of stuff that has not been farmed out yet. So I'm going to build these here and here. Speed up time a little bit, and then we can use them to help harvest a bunch of stuff. And let's see, I want y'all to build, well, clear this area here first. And then y'all have a ton of scrap that needs to get picked up here. So let's speed this up real quick, like, get them going. And then we're waiting for the shelter to be built. So it sounds like the cabins are still the main place to live for families with children, etc. So shelters are just for selective settlers. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff going on. We have a bunch of builders still. You bump those up a little bit more, you have more people. Get a couple more farmers. Oh, I thought I had a bunch more foresters before. Let's bump those up. Maybe that's overkill, but what is this? Refiner badge. Oh, it's not anything to do with the actual building. Okay, so you don't have any visitors in the hospital, so I guess that's good. I mean, people aren't sick, I assume. Let's see. Those are all active. That's good. Charcoal kiln. How am I doing on charcoal? Medication. Tools. Radiation protection. Oh, that's not coal. Okay, in stock 6. Oh, so that's a little rough. Okay. We might need some more help there. That seems to be might be our bottleneck for the time being. So let's see if we can't. Let's see. Do I need something to do this?
Very good. Remember that when children grow up, they're going to leave their parents' house and look around for a new place to live. It might happen that they don't find any home at all. We ought to build a shelter to be able to provide all inhabitants with a roof over their heads.
I'll drop that charcoal kiln next to the wood. This is going to be burning it anyway. Let's build a shelter. Yeah, we just did that.
I've already pointed out to you that it could become very dangerous if we were to run out of food at some point.
I think we're good there.
Since a lot of people are going to be living in the new shelter, we ought to provide them with access to food in their vicinity. A hunting lodge can look for wildlife in the surrounding area to bring a little meat to the menu.
Alright. Oh, we already did this. Maybe this was just the gathering ones here. Alright, there's a bunch of animals. He's come running over here. People running around over here. I guess it's just a tutorial, so maybe it doesn't plan. Whoop. That was not what I meant to do. Awkward. Ah, come on, stop doing that. Let's see. Maybe use the other button to move here. I would say normally I think I would want to hunt in the forest, but if I'm tearing down all the forest over here, maybe that might affect the amount of animals. So a bunch of people over here, maybe a settlement. So I'm gonna put it right up against the mountain over here. I could just make another fishing hut, but let's see. Maybe one on over here next to the old fogey's home. I'm sure they'd probably like to do some fishing, but not the wrong way here. Probably. Okay. It's all green. The red piece. What am I missing here? No grid. Oh, no power grid within the range. I need to make more power then? don't have any power yet, so guess we'll come back to that. They've already built that, so let's get some hunters. Here, up here. And then venison and boar meat, though. We need some deer and pigs, looks like. I'm assuming they're gonna find that all. Oh, this is all stalling super fast, no wonder. That built super quick. Okay, so I mean, this is a pretty good town right here, I think. All consolidated. Got a water supply.